And welcome to Penguins TV. Glad to have you all here. I know I don't look like I'm glad to have you here, but I really am glad to have you here. I'm going to drown my sorrows in this video. That was Is one loss worse than another? No, they all suck. This one was tough, though. First, let's cover the stats, and I'm going to tell you what I thought about this game in general. If you're an Islanders fan, enjoy watching me suffer. This was just hard. So, let's get into the stats. Penguins lose 4-1. Was there good things about this? Yes, I'll tell you what they were. First things first, let's get into stats so I have that off my mind. Shots on goal, Penguins had 30, Islanders had 27. This was game 4. As Don Cherry would say, the most important game in a series because you're either winning a series 4-0, but for most series, one team's going to go up 3-1 or tied 2-2. Now the series is tied 2. So, if one team wins the next 2 games, the other team goes home. But the series will be done by this Friday night, which would be game 7. So Monday and Wednesday for sure. Monday in Pittsburgh, Wednesday in New York. Okay, and then maybe back in Pittsburgh on Friday. Okay, shots, Pittsburgh 30, New York Islanders 27. Hits, 34, Pittsburgh 31 Islanders. First game this series, lowest hitting game in the series, and the first time we've out-hit anybody recently. Okay, face-offs won 33, Islanders 17 for the Penguins. Power play. Pittsburgh 0 for 1, not good enough, but okay. Islanders 2 for 5. Now, what do I have to say about the power play? Here's what I have to say about the power play. If you know me, I'm not someone that makes excuses. I don't bitch about the referees ever. I don't make excuses for stuff that, oh, we lost because I didn't do this because. But I will say this today. There were several calls against the Penguins today that I thought were iffy, okay? Not against the Islanders, but against the Penguins. There was 2 or 3 that were very questionable to me. Gino had 3 penalties, 2 in the first. And in the first, it didn't matter to me because it was 0-0 and the shots were 7-7. And it made me think Angry Malkin was here. And Grumpy Gino is a good thing. The first penalty was him and Clutterbuck mixing it up. And I didn't mind that one. I didn't think Gino did anything that was worthy of a penalty. But it didn't bother me because he and Clutterbuck both went. You might say, oh, the Islanders did the right thing there. They got Malkin off the ice. Well, that would be the conventional wisdom. But me as a longtime Penguins fan, I'm excited about that because I'm like, hey, Grumpy Gino's a good thing. Keep putting your gloves in his face. Keep hitting him. Keep doing things to Gino. We want Grumpy Gino, okay? So that was the first penalty. Wasn't actually a penalty in my eyes, but they both went to the box. Okay, the referee knows no better than I do. The next time, Gino was in the corner and he popped someone in the face with his glove and his stick. I thought that was a penalty. Okay, I really did think that was a penalty. At the end of the first period, shots were 7-7. Gino taking 2 penalties. Didn't bother me a bit. If Pettersson had taken 2 or Letang, you know how I feel about those guys. But Malkin didn't bother me a bit because I thought Angry Gino was here. Well, in the second period, he took another penalty and it was a tripping call and I didn't agree with it at all. I thought it was another poor call. Maybe if you're an Islanders fan, you thought it was a good call. Maybe if it had gone the other way, I'd have been like, that's right. But I didn't think it was a good call. So they had 5 power plays. I didn't like it. I'm not bitching about the referees. I'm just saying it seemed tilted to me. Probably not the case. Probably just one of those games where things didn't go our way. Okay, that happens to everybody. That's just life on this planet. Things aren't always going to go your way. But it didn't go our way in the goal department either. So let's finish these stats, and I'm going to get into that. They were 2 for 5 in the power play. And we were 0 for 1. Shorthanded goals. We had one with about 2 minutes and 35 seconds left. Zach Aston-Reese got a rebound off of Brian Dumoulin's shot, broke the shutout. That was a big deal. That was a big morale booster, I thought. Total penalties. They had 4 minutes. We had 12. Block shots. Islanders had 14. Penguins 11. Takeaways. Penguins 6. Islanders 2. Giveaways. Penguins 9. Islanders 8. Okay, so here's what I want to talk about. This is what I want to talk about. No goals in the first period, okay? Shots were 7-7. And at 8:07 of the second period, Josh Bailey scored. And when Josh Bailey scored, Chris Letang had cross-checked Bouvier. That's how I say his name. I know it's not the right way to say it, but that's how I say it. Bouvier into Jarry. And it knocked Jarry off enough that when Bouvier was back up in the blue ice, banging away with Letang, that Jarry couldn't get back into position and Bailey scored the goal. That was not Jarry's fault. I would never blame that goal on Jarry. I would say if anyone's fault, that's Letang's fault. but certainly not Jari's fault. That's my problem there. That's at 8:07. Okay? Then at 14:51, Ryan Pollock took a shot that went off the inside skate of Cody Ceci. And Cody Ceci's been great all year for us, fantastic. Last game was his worst game in quite a while. Today he was unlucky. That puck went off the inside of his skate, and Marcus Pettersson was standing there too. Again, Letang was trying to do the right thing, clearing Bouvier, but I think his temper got the best of him, and it caused Jarry to lose positioning. This one here, Ceci and Pettersson's positioning, shot goes off the inside of Ceci's foot and in. I really don't blame that on anyone. I think it's just dumb luck. Now it's 2-0 going into the third. In the third period, Oliver Wahlstrom on the power play, I didn't agree with the penalty, okay, takes a shot, and it comes off Jarry, who made a tremendous stop. It comes off Jarry, and Bluger tries to handle it and fires it right into his own net. Now, Teddy Bluger is one of our better defensive players. He's a hell of a player. I'm not going to blame him for a mistake. Mistakes happen just like Letang, but Letang's aggression does get the better of him too frequently over the years, as you've heard me talk about Letang, but it is what it is. The CC goal was no one's fault, and this one, Bluger, hey, it happens. So to me, goal number 1, goal number 2, goal number 3, none were Jarry's fault. I thought Jarry played very well. It was just very tough. That third goal broke our back at 6:04 of the third period. It just took the wind out of our sails for us getting back into it, making it 2-1. And then just a couple seconds later on another power play, Jordan Eberle was left all alone in front of the net. Now, if I had a problem with this game with our team, it was this goal. Jordan Eberle all alone in front of the net, high glove side, gorgeous shot right in the corner. Jarry, you would say it has no chance. It's a guy right in front of him all alone. Would you ever blame a goaltender for that? Not usually. In this case, would you like Jarry to come up with it? Of course you would. But it is what it is. So I really think Jarry was not to blame for any of these goals. If you want to blame that fourth one on him, fine. If you want to blame the positioning, not getting back into the net across on the first one enough, fine. At worst, in the wildest possible case, Jarry was responsible for these goals. I think he was responsible for none, maybe one. Ask me tomorrow. It was tough. Things did not bounce our way. I'm not blaming anyone. I'm not being a victim here. I'm not even blaming the refs. But I didn't like the calls against us. I sure as fuck didn't like the bounces against us. I think it was just one of those games. I think it was one of those games where we were snake bitten. I didn't think we played that bad. I thought we played well. I thought the Islanders played better. But things took the wind out of our sails several times, and it was a runaway snowball. That third goal, that was it. Late in the third, a shorthanded goal, Zach Aston Reese on a Brian Dumoulin shot. Frederick Goudreau had an assist on that as well. So that was good to get that goal. We pushed really hard for another goal. We almost got one. We hit a post, and we almost scored again another time in the last 2 minutes. Grissy the Kitties over here. This is a tough loss. I would chalk this game up to, it's just one of those games. The Islanders played better. Do we deserve a better fate? I think so. I think 4-1 is just a bizarre set of circumstances. A bizarre set of calls and a bizarre set of bounces. So will Jarry be back in next game? I think so. If DeSmith's in nets next game, if he's healthy, would I be surprised? No, just to change things up. Overall in this series, Jarry, in my opinion, has been good enough in 2 games and not good enough in 2 games. So we've won one and lost one in each of those scenarios. I think he'll be back in the next game, but if DeSmith is healthy, maybe he gets the start. I don't know. Monday night in Pittsburgh at 7 Eastern. You know I'll be here for this. Hopefully it's a better outcome for the Penguins. If you're an Islanders fan, you're a lot happier than we are today. Congratulations on the win. Could have been the last game in Nassau Coliseum, but now you're guaranteed at least one more. So happy for the Islanders fans that way. Monday night should be a good game. Let's get into the box score and cover that. Box score. Here we go. Fourth line, our lines were identical to the game before. Sorokin was in nets, of course, for the Islanders, which I thought was the right play. Barry Trotz, before the game was asked, who are you going to play in nets tonight, Barry? And Barry deadpans him and goes, the Russian one. Varlamov and Sorokin are both Russian goaltenders. Okay, so our fourth line, as per usual, second best fourth line in hockey. The best fourth line in hockey is on the Islanders. Teddy Bluger's our center. Left wing, Zach Aston Reese, and our right winger, of course, is Brandon Tanev. Teddy Bluger, no points, -1, one shot. 19 shifts, 12:09 in total ice. 342 is on the penalty kill. 12:09 to me is not enough ice for our fourth line. I don't like it. I want him up around 14 minutes. I know I'm not the coach. I know Coach Sullivan knows better than I do. But from what I observe, that's not enough. I want no less than 13 and a half to 14 minutes. I know that's a big ask for a fourth line, but I think it's necessary. I think our team plays better that way. I really do. Left winger Zach Aston-Reese did have our goal. That was nice to see, to get him goal. He hasn't scored in a while, so that was nice. No assists. He was +1. He had 2 shots. He had 3 hits, a takeaway, 20 shifts for 10 minutes of ice. Not enough. Not enough. That fourth line needs more ice. 339 of his 10 minutes was on the penalty kill. So those guys only had 6 minutes and 20 seconds even strength. That line needs more ice. I don't understand it. It doesn't make sense to me. Okay, our right winger on that line, Brandon Tanev. No points, even, 1 shot on goal, 6 hits. So in 6.5 minutes of even strength, those guys had 9 hits. Just wonderful. 19 shifts, 10:50 in ice time, 3:18 of that was on the penalty kill. The Jeff Carter line was borderline invisible. I didn't understand it. If Adam Pelch and Pollock are the best defensive pair in the league against Sidney Crosby and Jake Gensel and Brian Rust, no problem. That's where Malkin's line and Carter's line take over and win the game. And that was the case last game. It was not the case today. I didn't think Carter's line was noticeable. I thought Malkin was good in the first, even with the 2 penalties. I thought he was somewhat noticeable the rest of the game, but I didn't think, I barely noticed Jared McCann. Kapanen hasn't been great this series, which I'm surprised by. And I thought Malkin and Carter need to be better. I'm a little surprised I'm saying that, but it is what it is, okay? Jeff Carter, no points, even though, 2 shots on goal, a block shot, 2 hits, 25 shifts, 16-10. I'm fine with that. 30 seconds of that was on the power play, 3:01 the penalty kill. He's a wonderful player. Jeff Carter was good. I just thought that line needed to be better. Our left winger on that line is, of course, Jared McCann. No points, even, 3 shots on goal, a block shot, 3 hits, 17 shifts, 12:18. I want no less than 14 minutes for Jared McCann as well. He's got too good a shot. 30 seconds of that was on the power play. And Frederick Goudreau was our right winger on the third line, as again, the second game in a row. No goals, 1 assist, +1, 2 shots on goal, a block shot, a hit, 14 shifts, 10-10 in ice. 30 seconds of that was on the penalty kill. So I'm not happy with the ice distribution with our third and fourth line in any way, shape, or form. I don't understand it. I think we win games when our third and fourth line get a lot more ice. Okay? Let's go to the second line. Evgeny Malkin, of course, is our center, flanked on the left wing by Jason Zucker, and the right wing is Kasperi Kapanen. I have to speed things up here. I'm running out of time on YouTube. I haven't fixed that 15-minute thing yet. Jason Zucker. Evgeny Malkin. No points, even, no shots. 1 block shot, 6 penalty minutes, disaster. 23 shifts for 16:30. Even with 6 minutes in the box, he had 16:30 on the ice. They're trying to get him going. Jason Zucker, no points, -1. 2 minutes in the box, 6 hits. That was good. 22 shifts, 16:27 in ice. Okay, 30 seconds of that was on the power play. Kasperi Kapanen, no points, -1, 3 shots. 1 hit, 1 takeaway, 1 giveaway, 23 shifts, 18:03 in ice. Okay, 30 seconds of that was on the power play. And the top line, Sidney Crosby, I'm sorry for the speed, but I'm running out of time here. No points. Gensel and Rust are his wingers. -1, 2 shots, 1 hit, 1 takeaway, 25 shifts, 16-15 in ice. So I don't know what I'm upset about. It's not like the top line got all the ice, because they didn't. I don't know what I think here. I'm running out of time, so I don't have time to expound upon it. 8 seconds of that was on the penalty kill. No power play time for Sid. Mainly because we get 4-on-4 time that way. Jake Gensel, no points, -1, 6 shots, 1 block shot, 2 minutes in the box, 1 hit, 24 shifts, 16:57 in ice. And Brian Rust, no points, -1, 2 shots, 3 hits, 21 shifts, 14:47 in ice. 8 seconds of that was on the penalty kill. Guys, I'm running out of time here. I will get beyond 15 minutes here when Google responds to me, but I'm stuck at 15 minutes. This was tough. If you're an Islanders fan, congratulations. Things certainly didn't bounce our way. I'm not making excuses, but it was just one of those games. Let's hope things go back the other way next game and we get it. Congrats to the Islanders. I'm going to hang my head low the rest of the day and go try and forget about this one. I'll be back Saturday night. Tell your friends, subscribe to my channel, support the channel. I appreciate it. It means everything to me. I pour my heart and soul into this, and I'll be live on Twitch TV Monday night. Have a wonderful night, everybody. Stay safe up there and get your vaccine.